Hey, welcome back. This is TrendingSA on SABC3. We're also online on TrendingSA.tv, wherever you're listening to us and watching us from across the globe. Now, let's get into some of the things that you like to say on social media, in particular on Facebook. We see where it says, Jessica Mageni in the house. Fire, 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 fire. Oh, these way. All right. Another one from Ridley saying, I'm living my life. My life requires a daily dose of TrendingSA at 22:30 sharp. That is the life to live.
Yes, but
Ridley.
Ridley must remove his picture and put our picture there. I mean, you don't want the, what is that, the Statue of Liberty as your picture? I mean, come on now.
Yeah, have the TrendingSA logo instead.
Yeah, what has the Statue of Liberty ever done for you? We make you laugh. Well, Nina does.
Remember, you too can have your posts read live on air. So comment, like, RT, all of the things. TrendingSA on Facebook and Instagram, at TrendingSA on 3 on Twitter, and the hashtag, as always, is @on3. Why are you laughing at this?
It's so funny, because I'm about to give you the updates, but I had to look at what I look like. I look like a deputy principal.
Nah.
Ready to lay down the law.
Yeah.
Well, today we're talking about things that are quite interesting indeed. And of course, we're looking at what was on the timeline today. And of course, we're taking things to the parliamentary debate that happened on the plight, and of course, about the plight of #FeesMustFall students who are still in jail. Now, our discussion around this was around the amnesty that needs to be given to the #FeesMustFall activists. And it was tabled by the EFF alongside the UDM. Now, some, of course, that are in parliament are opposed to this motion and feel that the activists should not be given amnesty, but rather just put out there and be put out as normal human beings, because everyone's an equal citizen. And of course, someone that went out to put this out was Bulelani, who tweeted this. NFP's Sheikh Imam says they do not support amnesty for #FeesMustFall students, as everyone is equal before the law. And that was the point raised there. Now, the People's Bay, though, decided to jump in on this matter, and that is Musa Ndlozi. And he has some harsh words for those that were in attendance, especially those that are against those that want to give amnesty to the activists. Here's the video.
Had you focused on your responsibility to secure a future for the black youth, there wouldn't have been a Fees Must Fall. Instead, you came here to Parliament to sleep, filling your bellies with resources that you were looting in state coffers. Bloody sleepists. Had you come here to work, Fees Must Fall would have not happened. Had you come here to become the parents whose role and responsibility is at all times to secure a future for the young, you would have known that you have to prepare universities so that they are accessible, particularly for the black talented youth. Instead, you came here to sleep.
Can't really argue with that, can you?
No, he has a very good point.
Guys, honestly, I mean, I do believe that, there should always be consequences, but I also believe that justice delayed is justice denied. Honestly.
Look, there are many people that echo the sentiment that I'm going to express, and that is, if you are indeed somebody that has the future of the black child's education in mind, then why destroy the very institution that is going to give you emancipation? So if, yes, you are part of an activist movement, don't destroy the actual infrastructure.
I'd like to disagree on that. I feel that, point one, no one can really pinpoint who did what, when, how, why. And also, I feel that, two, the damages are overestimated, and the buildings have insurance. So, I mean, they'll get rebuilt at some point or another. And the last thing is, because there were so many people there, you can't say that this person is the one that burned the building, or this one's the one that stole the what or broke a window. So I feel like putting that on them is really just a waste of their time. Because you are wasting years and months, or whatever it is, in prison when you could be out there getting your degree. So they need to come up with better ways to do it.
But I think it also needs to be contextualized, because in the context of that moment, there was a lot going on. So maybe the law needs to have a special tribunal or have some sort of court that just looks at the Fees Must Fall situation rather than banding them all in together with every other criminal.
Yeah,
And
because it's
Muslim
so
now.
delayed. You remember during the World Cup, they had the special courts that ran all the time?
You're so right.
I think we need something like
Yeah.
that. Now, moving on to something else, of course, is another hashtag that was on the timeline today, and it's hashtag crime stats. Now, earlier on today, Police Minister Beyicele presented to Parliament the crime stats for the 2017-2018 South African financial year. Now, some of the information shared by Mr. Cele included the following. This year's contact crimes, aka crimes of a physical nature, increased in total to over 600,000 reported crimes. Now, these are crimes like common assault, attempted murder, sexual offences, as well as common robbery. Now, the murder rate alone increased for the 7th consecutive year. Higher. Okay.
The state of war.
And of course, according to Minister Cele, approximately 57 people are murdered every day.
Pray
Every single
for
day.
South Africa.
Quite hectic. And of course, the motive for these murders mostly is gang-related, with very high numbers recorded in the Western as well as the Eastern.
Yeah, Nyanga,
Now,
that's quite
and of course, the
disgusting.
good note, a nice thing you can say, is that car hijackings are down by 4% in Gauteng. It's
not enough.
Transit robberies in Gauteng alone totaled 80 cases, a big jump, which is about 142% from the previous year.
Good Lord. Sorry, what? 142%
Increase.
increase in
Yeah.
cash and transit heist.
Yeah, so I mean, if we're playing the numbers right, I think maybe in 2017, they were sitting at like maybe 50, and we're now at 80 plus.
Wow. Where are the police?
It's quite insane. Now, seeing as we're supposedly living in an almost war zone with the hashtag crime stats came out, and of course, you know, there's a lot of desperation that comes with this, with a lot of people taking the law into their own hands. Like this lady here who gave hijackers a rude awakening. Have a look.
I was driving, stopped at my gate, at my house, opened the gate. As I was going to open the boot, I just saw this white car behind me, and I just told my daughter just to close the doors and just be calm. And the guys were starting getting more aggressive and more aggressive. I just told her that they can't break the windows. And she saw the guys walking around the car, and that's when she started getting panicking, and she wanted to get out the vehicle. And she said to me in Afrikaans is that I can't do this, ek wil uit, ek wil uit.
Sure.
Run them over.
You know how many people, exactly, that's the major response. Everyone's like, but they would have run the guys over. No, that was an appropriate response. Defend your family, defend yourself. No need for extra action.
Yeah, my worry is that those guys are running off on foot and they're going to find another car to hijack at this point in time. And that person might not be wise enough to speed off or anything along.
Or drive a car that can do that damage.
Yeah.
If you're, you know, going around in your small anyana, whatever, how are you going to do that?
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, also other things, of course, that surfaced on the internet were a cash and transit security vehicle ramming into a group of robbers. Then, of course, they played Tom and Jerry. If you haven't seen it, have a look. Right, so what you're seeing here is that white sedan in the middle of your screen that's starting or trying to speed off with a guy running towards it so he can put the stolen cash in it. But
I mean, it's terrible to laugh, but it's funny. Watch what happens.
the van is now
It's
chasing him so he can
comical.
ram them and crash into them so that they
Is
can
the
stop
bumper of
moving.
that car gone? It's
Front
off,
bumpers,
ne?
there it is, it's swinging at that point in
The
time.
pigeon.
Yeah, but look, I think this is just a clear sign that people are fed up. That's it.
Yeah.
It really is just that.
Wow, I'm in awe with that video.
Listen, there's so much happening. This guy is proper chasing him. He's like, you will not get my money. This is my lifeline. This is my job. And I'm sick of your nonsense.
No more fear.
Okay. For those of you that are sick of this nonsense and want some tips on how to avoid hijacking, we use a couple of things. If you drive home at the same time every day, try and follow different routes. You know, use a different way home, drive in from the other side, don't use a highway, maybe use the roads. Also be aware of unfamiliar spaces. If you're driving in a space where you're not aware of where you're going, don't pause too long at the stop streets and the robots. Just be alert. Be alert if someone is following you home. If you do find that someone is following you home, and this is something that I've done, drive past your house. Drive to the nearest police station, or drive out of sight of that person into someone else's driveway. Message police. There are apps that you can download.
Yes.
But be vigilant, stay woke.
Free apps as well.
Yeah.
Can I say something as well?
Yes.
What I've noticed from those two videos is people driving defensively. They were very good drivers that you could see have been trained. So if we can maybe up our level from the driver's license to get, what are they called? Advanced driver's training as well.
It's a different country. You need to just empower yourself and protect yourself.
Quite intense, actually. So do what you need to do. And that's it for today's updates.
Sure.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Thank you
very
very
much,
Musa. I'm having a weird day.
Okay, Mr. Creepy, keep walking,
It's
Johnny.
okay, hey?
It's fine.
Okay. Everyone has
It's
a weird
fine.
day.
It's fine.
It's in the air. All right, so another hashtag that trended on my feed today was hashtag Dear Black Malume, where it seems as though people had a few things to get off their chests about their uncles. So let's see what tweeps were catching feelings about over their malumes. So Dear Black Malume, says Queen Taylor, stop telling us how Lucky Dube stole your son whenever you get drunk.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Buhle says, Dear Black Malume, remember my name when you're drunk and stop calling me Eastern Cape. Suzanne says, Dear Black Malume, if they say no more alcohol for you, it doesn't mean you should start revealing family secrets with family gatherings. It doesn't mean that.
And Shem, there is always that one uncle that has those kind of things. That always catches feelings at these family events, like this tweet from Just Mash suggests. It says, Dear Black Malume, please stop saying Nienza mina so at family meetings. So you can Nienza mina so. It's going to be a problem, my friends. Don't do it.
So there are all kinds of uncles. Hello.
Hi.
There is, for instance, the Mureki uncle. Now,
What?
who is the Mureki uncle? You say it.
Moreki.
Mureki.
Moreki.
Reiki.
It's a brailing.
I feel like that's what I said 4 times.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so he is the uncle who always has money, but nobody knows where he works. What is his job? He's dressed to the nines, expensive shoes, clothes, the works. He's also the uncle who uses bombastic words, and he tells you to focus on your books. The Mureki uncle will be played by Musa Mtombeni.
Right. So this one time, when I was at a family function, this uncle of mine, the Mureki uncle, shows up, looking fresh to death, looking like, He walks up to me and he says, Musa, my lady, are you still doing that snake attack thing there, eh? Listen, my boy. You moet vir hulle sê, you want the geld, papa. Geld. Hulle moet sê, money Musa, eh? Get it? Money. This thing it's integral, my boy. This thing, it's integral. Listen, my boy. A man needs 4 things. He needs money, 1. 2 cherries, 2, 3. And of course, a ngaka. You understand, my son? This thing, it's integral, my boy. It's integral.
Everybody knows that uncle, right? Everybody has that uncle. Okay, so what about the strict uncle? Now, the strict uncle kind of lives by the law and lays the law down. Everybody is disappointing to him because they don't attend his church, where he's the deacon and he's the choir master, and they bought him a crescida last year. Now, the strict uncle is a man of very few words, or so he likes to think. And if he catches you listening to pop music, I mean, it's what he calls demon music. He'll say something like, Hallelujah, Hallelujah, Hallelujah.
Jesus.
I see my child here, Baba Lomuloi. You keep listening to that devil music.
Oh!
Shaking your shoulders like this. Going ting, kiki, ting, kiki, ting, chiki, chachi, chiki, chachi. What is chiki, chachi? What is chiki, chachi? It's killing your brain. It's taking you closer to corrupting your soul. I will tell you, the day you were born, I read this to your mother. My sister has lost you. It says, for the wages of sin is death.
Oh!
But the gift of God is eternal life.
Oh, yeah.
Amen. Get it together.
Get it together, Lala. That uncle needs to chill out. Another uncle archetype everybody hates to talk about is the problematic or creepy uncle. You know, the one who gives creepy hugs. He also likes to comment on your looks and tells you that if he was younger, he would have married you. He's the one to avoid.
That is revolting.
And at every family function, when he sees you, he says things like, Sondela mdakavi. Give us a hug, man. Give us a hug. Yo, you look like that actress. Yes, like actress. That actress, you know, the one with the nice chest and a big smile. If I was one of the boys, I would marry you. Fast. Don't be shy. Give your uncle a hug. Your lekker ding. Give me some tongue. Come on. You forget I raised you. Your lekker ding. Come, give me some tongue. Your uncle.
That is disgusting.
That is so gross and unfortunately quite common.
Yeah.
All right. We can't talk about uncles without mentioning the uncle that we all know. The beloved drunk uncle. The one who's got files on everyone. Hey. He's got that wicked sense of humor and he reminds you that this is his mother's... Okay. You know what? Let me not explain it.
Do the thing.
Now you see here. This is my mother's. Don't touch me. Listen here. Stop it. Shut up. Listen here. What I'm saying. What did you say? I was born in this house. And I'm gonna die in this house. From God's lips to my face. Because you don't even know your real father. Hey, you just come here disrespecting me. What did you say? You must respect me. That's what I said. And that's what I said. Don't touch me.
Shout out to all the Malumes, all of the Ramwanis, all of the uncles. We love you all. We will be right back. This is TrendingSA on SABC3. I went, man.